The Super J-Cup. It is the pinnacle of junior heavyweight wrestling around the world. The brainchild of Jushin Thunder Liger, the first tournament in 1994, and the 2020 edition kicks off. You'll see the whole thing live in one night, an 8-man tournament on December the 12th at NJPWworld.com and Fight TV. And ACH is in this year's tournament. I am so excited to have him as my guest. My friend, it is good to have you on board. How's everything?
Everything is doing all right, man. I'm glad to be here, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you've been traveling. You were just telling me a little bit ago, man, flying all over the place, wrestling all over. You're really back in the swing of things. That's great.
Yeah, with all this, with everything going on in the world, I'm just very fortunate to be one of the chosen few to be able to still do what you love and travel and all that. So I'm just very happy.
I met you many moons ago, it seems like. And when I met ACH, I was like, wow, this kid is an amazing athlete. And he's got such a joy and such an energy about him. I can't imagine a situation, ACH, to where you would ever be in a wrestling company and have that joy just taken away from you. I can't imagine it.
Yeah, some wrestling is just something I've always been passionate about. I've just always enjoyed it. It's always brought me happiness. It's always brought me this just sense of like belonging. Every time I'm in between those ropes, whenever I'm in front of the crowd, even just now without a crowd, I just still feel like I belong, and that's just something that I hold dear to my heart when it comes to this industry. I just love professional wrestling.
Yeah, and again, the road is never straight. There's curves and there's bumps, and every once in a while you got to stop,
Absolutely.
and then you get to keep going again. But I'm that's why I'm so happy that you're a part of this tournament. We've been seeing you on New Japan Strong. Tell me about that experience. This is our first time really talking about kind of how you have adjusted to the competition, really in front of no crowd, wrestling a bunch of different people, different weights and sizes, different backgrounds. How's it been for you?
It's definitely been something I've had to adjust to. Without the crowd, though, it adds a little bit more intensity to you because you're not trying to entertain the people that are watching. So you're just a little bit more zoned in, you're just a little bit more focused, just you and the opponent. So you're just trying to really capture that win because in this profession, wins means a lot. So, you're just a little bit more focused without the audience. I think that's what it adds to it, and you just being able to what is it that I'm trying to say here? Being able to go out there and amp up yourself without the audience, it's hard, but it's just something that you just have to adjust with. You just have to go up with punches.
I know that I've had to adjust as being an announcer because I felt like I didn't want to be too loud. And I listened back to the first couple episodes of like, I'm calling golf. This is wrestling. I've got to be loud. Um,
Yeah.
but it's been a lot of fun. Now, of course, the journey for the Super J Cup, I would say maybe you and TJP, probably out of anybody in the field, what this tournament means and what it represents to junior heavyweight wrestling. Do you think that's a fair statement?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, like you said earlier, it was invented by Jushin Thunder Liger, and I remember watching the 1994 when I first had got into the industry, thinking to myself like that was something that I wanted to be a part of. Even before I had saw the junior tournament, I saw the J Cup first. So when I saw that, I was breathtaking. I was taken away by all the athleticism, by all the athletes, the wrestlers. Chris Jericho was a part of that. So Gato, like all those wrestlers, man, I was like, that was something I wanted to be a part of. So fast forward to today, being able to be a part of that, it means a lot to me.
And of course, your first round opponent, you're not strangers. You've wrestled before. Give me a little breakdown of what's going to happen.
I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna put my best foot forward. I'm definitely a little bit more focused than I've ever been this second time around here in New Japan. I got my eyes on a prize. I'd love to be a champion someday. I feel like that would definitely put me in a different tier, in a different class of individuals, and also winning this tournament would do the same thing. TJP, he's an amazing athlete, amazing grappler. I think definitely top five, one of the best minds of wrestling in this generation for sure. So I'm just gonna have to go out there and just try my best to be a step ahead of him, and that's difficult.
Yeah, I've gone back and forth in thinking like, okay, who's got the edge in this one? And I go, maybe on the ground. Yeah, TJP. Flying ability, ACH is a cut above. Gosh, I really don't. It's going to come down to ultimately one move. And that's, man, you work so hard to get ready and a match that has so much importance with your tournament life in the balance. And it really could just come down to one move. How does that make you feel?
I mean, it makes me a little bit nervous, but I have to be able to adjust my game on the fly. And there's a lot of things that I haven't done in a while that I'm looking forward to busting back out.
Oh,
And I feel a lot of people have not seen it in quite some time. So being able to bust these things out, I think a lot of people will be surprised by those.
well, of course, I do. One of my most favorite moments of you with New Japan was the night of the Best of the Super Junior final in 2018, when you're in an 8-man tag against Los Ingobernables de Japón, and all of a sudden we heard there it is. Oh, it was the greatest. I absolutely love that. That was one of and that clip, go back and watch it, njpwworld.com. You can find it all sorts of places. Man, I mean, that was just, come on. That was awesome.
Definitely one of my top moments there. The crazy thing about it was I was very timid. I didn't want to do it, but Kushida insisted. He was like, you just have to do it. And he persuaded me. He got me to do it. And once I did it, I got in the moment and I loved every minute of it.
Well, I think that, again, a strong performance by ACH will bode well for inevitable return to New Japan once all this global COVID stuff gets behind us. I'm sure that that's a preeminent goal for you, right?
Oh, absolutely. I miss Japan. I love Japan. The audience, the crowd, the atmosphere, the culture, just everything about Japan. Man, it really fits my personality, because a lot of people don't know, like, as bubbly and just over the top as I am in the ring, I'm very much of a loner outside of the ring. I feel like to have all that personality shine like that on camera, you got to have a little moment to yourself to where you kind of just unwind and just sit back. So whenever I'm in Japan, I honestly take a lot of time to myself and just kind of get my head right and just kind of space out and just think about wrestling and the future and just trying to stay in the moment and things of that nature. Just everything about Japan I love. I just love it.
Every time, whenever I go back and I'll go into different shops and I'll see, some anime or something or this or that, I go, oh my God, ACH would love that. He would love that, right? Like, it would just be that. I always said, like, our camera crew should follow you around like a day with ACH, just seeing you do your thing, and checking out all these different shops. Because you have some definite, like, you will go off and where's ACH going? He's doing his own thing today, and we'd see you hours and hours later, on a day off, and be like, what'd you do? Oh man, I went to all these different places. I did all this and that.
Oh, I went to all the spots, got all the, like, I mean, right now I'm at my mother's house, and I had literally 5 boxes, not even exaggerating, 5 boxes full of just things from Japan, toys, action figures, dolls, little chimes, like all these things, just all the things that I've collected just over the years of just going to Japan. I loved it.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, again, hopefully we'll all be back there again soon, and you'll be writing new chapters in the life story of ACH. It's been a fascinating read so far. I don't even think we're anywhere near the halfway point yet, but I'm loving the story. I can't wait to read the ending.
Thank you. And it's going to be a beautiful story. It's going to be.
Well, of course, the next most important chapter for you and for the other 7 members that have been invited to be part of this prestigious tournament is the Super J-Cup. It is on December the 12th, and you'll be able to see it all on njpwworld.com and on Fight TV. And don't you dare miss it, ACH versus TJP in the first round. I want to thank you, my friend, for your time. Best of luck, and we'll talk again soon.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.